describes brand Indira. Indira has been a synonym to quality education for past 2.5 decades, and that has been possible only because of the untiring efforts put in by our chairperson, Dr. Tarita Shankar, and group director, Professor Chetan Vakalkar. As a response to the pandemic challenge, at Indira, we had successfully launched innovative teaching learning initiative called Virtual Vidya, which had successfully equipped faculty members with all the skills and tools required to deliver the best quality of education even in the virtual environment.
It is said that necessity is the mother of invention and scarcity is the grandmother of invention. Pandemic had thrown the challenge of personal socializing, and there was an absolute scarcity of opportunities for students to learn and stay abreast with the industry leaders. And once again, our chairperson ma'am came up with a brilliant program called as IGLLS, Indira Global Leadership Lecture Series, having international speakers interacting with the students and helping them in nurturing their management dreams.
Best example of excellence is demonstrated by recent achievements of our host institutes. It gives me immense pleasure to share with you all. Indira College of Engineering and Management was conferred as the best campus with placement and industry academia interface.
Whereas Indira Global Business School is conferred as the best B School of the Year and recently concluded 38th edition of World HRD Congress on 21st March 2022.
On that note, let us all witness the journey of this iconic institute called Indira, who we all belong to, take pride in being part of it, and absolutely in love with it. Can we play the AV, please?
Pune, a renowned educational group in India with 14 institutions and more than 12,000 students. Indira has earned tremendous appreciation for imparting value-based education to make future generations more caring, compassionate, and ideal citizens. Indira firmly believes in the economic independence of individuals along with social, mental, and spiritual well-being. Our students make their parents proud and create a niche for themselves through various career development programs and specializations, leading to a campus placement in their dream organization. Our faculty members are not only academic achievers, but also known for their global experience and insights. Interaction with the experienced and renowned personalities tremendously enhance the morale of students by sharing their vast knowledge and experience, thus fostering the spirit of leadership amongst them.
I have been in Indira ever since my first year, and I was introduced to art by my art teacher here at Indira itself. And I have a passion for art, anime, manga, and Japanese. There's a lot of great interaction between your teacher, and they really help you focus on what is the most important to you.
Indira is ranked amongst the top educational groups in India and has received various awards and accolades in international summits and top grades by the National Board of Accreditation and NAAC.
It's a matter of great pride and immense satisfaction for my team and myself that we have created, sustained, and grown such a beautiful educational brand. We have been able to make a difference to the nation, and in some way, albeit small, have contributed to the nation building and making India what it is today.
Indira is not an organization, it's a family. Whether it is for your staff, whether it's for your students, whether it's for any of our stakeholders, we always welcome them with open arms. So whatever the time requires, whatever the industry requires, whatever the society requires, Indira has believed in bringing out programs that support society, that support growth of the nation, that support growth of humanity, all put together. So we have always been ahead of times, I would say. We always have a vision that yes, this is going to happen. Students have always been the focus of my life. From the time I got into the field of education, I knew that there has to be something that has to be given to the students that is beyond classroom teaching. And that's the reason I started the CARE. CARE stands for Counsel, Advice, Rights and Reward. And from that day onwards, me and my students, wherever they are, whether they are on campus, whether they are current students, whether they are alumni of Indira, we have developed a special relationship. We always are there. I'm there for them, they are there for me. Sometimes even wiping their tears and giving them a compliment.
Joining Indira is not just joining an institute, it's a lifetime membership of a family that stays together forever. Indira Group of Institutes, an educational group with 27 years of legacy in academic excellence.
Wow, that's indeed an astonishingly memorable journey.
As Rolf Emerson said, the ornament of the house are the family members who frequent. Let us now welcome the man who needs no introduction and is known amongst all of us for his wisdom and his knowledge. Our Honorable Principal, Dr. Sunil Ingole. I would like to request our Principal, sir, to please come on this stage and enlighten all of us with his goals.
A very good evening to all dignitaries present today. I, Dr. Sunil Ingole, Director of Indira College of Engineering and Management, take this opportunity to welcome you all to the first edition of Indira Innovation Excellence Awards. This is all taking its physical form because of the visionary leadership of Dr. Tarita Shankar, Chairperson, Indira Group of Institutes, and Professor Chetan Wakalkar, Group Director, Indira Group of Institutes, and entire team Indira. Dear friends, all of us have borne an extensive lockdown and after effects of pandemic. This is the first time that we have gathered together and we can get to see flawless youth energy in this campus. Last almost 2 years, we all have seen the most ups and downs in our lives. Because of this pandemic, last 2 years were full of challenges for all of us. We have lost even some of our relatives, friends, neighbors because of COVID. But even in these tough times also, Indira Group of Institute stood together to help the community under the able guidance of our own Tarita Madam. And we were able to contribute to the humanity and mankind in this tough period. Indira Group of Institute made available hostels to those who were quarantined at that time during lockdown. We provided food to the needy people. Food packets are delivered to the COVID patients. We have also provided transport to the needy people at that time, including vaccination drives to the employees and their dependents. Indira Group also provided 50 to 100% fees concession to the students who have lost their parents due to COVID as a part of Indira COVID Relief Initiative. I'm proud to say that even our faculties work for carrying oxygen audit of hospitals during lockdown period as per the instructions of government of Maharashtra. During all these difficult days, the campus was empty without students. And we strongly feel that school colleges without students do not have any meanings. Dear friends, but now we are coming back to normal. And again, we have started to get together to spray joy and energy. We are very glad to see happy faces on the campus today. Our vision is to work hard in joy, to teach with passion, and to get good results with happiness. Today is the day of celebration, rewarding the industry stakeholders and our proud alumnus. Let us enjoy this celebration with music and comedy to create happiness, which will leave memories within us and will inspire us to work with new joy in coming futures. Welcome to Indira once more. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful speech and for enlightening all of us.
Vakratunda Mahakaya, Suryakoti Samaprabha, Nirvigna Kurume Deva, Sarvakareshu Sarvada. It means, O Lord Ganesha, one with huge body and whose brilliance is equal to billions of suns, may you always remove all the obstacle from our endeavor. In Indian tradition, out of all gods and goddesses, we always pray to Lord Ganesha first, because Lord Ganesha is also known as the Vignaharta, which means the one who destroys the obstacles. So let's begin our award ceremony by remembering Lord Ganesha's name. And for this, I would like to call upon a group of supple dancers from ICEM and IGBS on the stage. Everybody, please put your hands together for these energetic performers.
सर्वांगी सुंदर उदिशेंदुराची गंगी जागे माय मुक्ता फळाची जय देव जय देव जय देव जय देव जय मंगल मूर्ती हो श्री मंगल मूर्ती दर्शन मात्रे मन कामना पूर्ती जय देव जय देव लंबोदर तू विनायक तू मंगोळेश्वर मोरया विघ्नेश्वर तू एकदंत तू विघ्नेश्वरा मोरया वक्रतुंड तू गजमुखाव तू सिद्धी विनायका Shri Ganesha Deva, 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 Shri ज्वाला सी चलती है आंखों में जिसके भी दिल में तेरा नाम है परवाह ही क्या उसका आरंभ कैसा है और कैसा परिणाम है धरती अंबर सितारे हैं उसकी नजरें उतारे डर भी उससे डरा है जिसकी रखवाली आए करता साया तेरा हे देवा श्री गणेश 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 देवा श्री गणेश
Thank you, students, for the graceful performance.
Let it give it once more. Ganpati Bappa! Gloria! We need a lot of energy, as I'm going to introduce someone who is like super energetic. She has a purpose.
She is a masterpiece.
She has a wonderful vision.
Her intention directs perception.
Ma'am is a personification of courage, care, empathy. An alumni of Harvard Business School, Boston, ma'am pursued things she believed in and done it so well. She is recognized as a successful business leader. Ma'am is an incredible source of inspiration, not only for us, but for all those people who dare to dream big. Dear audience, we are talking about a very beautiful, decisive, graceful, warm-hearted, and full of energy. Our lovely chairperson, Dr. Tanita Shankar.
It gives me immense pleasure to introduce you all, highly intellectual, thoughtful, ocean of knowledge, and charismatic group director, who never fails to amaze us with his vast knowledge that he has. Professor Chetan Vakalkar. Please put your hands together as we welcome our lovely chairperson and dynamic director on the stage.
Ma'am, I'm sure you are super excited on today's evening. Request you to please share your thoughts.
Thank you very much, Atish and Akanksha. Indeed, you all are doing a great job. And a very, very warm welcome to this wonderful gathering here. I mean, we're all part of Indira, but this warm welcome is from us to us. And especially, it feels so good to see people sitting, without masks. I mean, I think even there is a mask condition still, but I think in most of the countries it's done away. So let's do away with it over here also. And let's enjoy the evening. Wasn't it fantastic? Wait for one more hour, and at the end of it, you all can dance to the Lambada group. Yes. So, Atish, you asked me how do I feel about this evening. This is how I feel about this evening. I feel exactly what my students feel.
Absolutely.
Their energy runs into me. And that's what I'm feeling today. And very, very, a big thank you to all of you, to all our guests who have come today. Some from Pune, some from Mumbai, and they have taken out time from their busy schedules. They are here to make this evening a success, because I think at Indira also, this is, I think after Brad Slam, this is the biggest, event that we're having. And it's an evening of celebration. I want all of you to enjoy the evening, to celebrate life, to celebrate success, and to most important thing is to celebrate, to be with each other, to feel each other, to hold each other, to touch each other, to shake hands, to hug, and to smile each other without masks. I think that is something most important to celebrate. Like Sunil said some time back, that we have come through a very, very, bad time. And it's thanks to God. I thank God every day that He has once again, shown us these beautiful days. And hopefully, again and again, we will be thanking God for many different things, that God will be taking care of us and showering His blessings on us all the time. So enjoy the evening. A very, heartiest congratulations to all the award winners in advance. And there's going to be some comedy for you. There's going to be some dance and music. Dance is already there. There's going to be some music for you. Please enjoy the evening. Have a wonderful time. And if anybody needs anything, please, we are there at your service. Just let us know. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for that wonderful speech.
Sir, I request you to say a few words about today's event.
A very good evening, everyone. Our dynamic chairperson, Dr. Tarisha Shankar, our iconic chief guest today, the Global HR Shared Services leader from FIS, Tushar Desai. It's good to have you back on campus. When I met him today, he reminded me of an incident of 2007 when he had come to our Wakad campus. That time, along with his boss, for attending an event at Indira. And I said, Tushar, your memory is absolutely amazing. He remembered the entire episode. So good to have you back as chief guest today, Tushar, and I welcome his wife and daughter, who's also here today, to applaud as we award him today as the chief guest. We also have amongst ourselves the energetic Pune's Regional Passport Officer, Anandji Takavle. Very, very warm welcome to you too, sir. Because we await the dynamic and inspirational presence. As I say, we have the PCMC Commissioner of Police, Krishna Prakashji, making an appearance. And I think that's called timing. Only Indira could manage that. So we'll take a pause out here, as I would encourage all of you to start a rhythmic clapping. Come on, let's do a rhythmic clapping to welcome our honor. Let's give a round of applause, which you'll remember. Welcome, sir.
Those are dynamic and inspiring Commissioner of Police PCMC Krishna Prakash ji. Iron Man as we know him. Welcome, sir. Okay, as I continue my small talk with you all, I would also, of course, like to welcome all the trustees of the Sri Chanakya Education Society, beginning with Mami ji, the iconic Baba Jadhav Rao, Sandeep sir, Adesh sir, Girish sir, all the members of the Indira family, the two wonderfully talented principals and directors of the host institutes, Sunil Ingole sir of ICEM, Virendra Takya sir of IGBS, their teams, and all the other Indira Group institution heads who are here. And of course, on behalf of all of us, I would like all of you to give a really loud applause to the awardees who have come here this evening, for whom this evening has been put together. While I was getting here, I was thinking about this evening stands for innovation. Appreciating, recognizing innovation and excellence, which all these brands who you're going to get a chance to interact with stand for. And I thought, what's a quote which I can think of, which actually epitomizes these people, their organizations. And I thought I came up with something on my own, and it sounds pretty cheesy, but I would still think it's what is the essence of innovation. And I would say innovation is to organizations what oxygen is to humans, right? Innovation is to organization, what oxygen is to humans. Can humans live without oxygen? No. And I think innovation is such an important aspect of any organization which is into business or services, whether it's for business or not for profit. I think being able to innovate on a continuous basis and sustain that has made all these brands what they are today. And I think after a couple of years, we are back at ICEM with an extravaganza which only Indira can do, and a vision which only our chairperson has. And we were skeptical and thinking about, wow, we are just getting out of COVID, and should we do an event of this magnitude? But she said that is the reason why we should do an event of this magnitude, so everybody feels that nothing has happened. So 3 cheers to man, 3 cheers to the entire Indira team, and 3 cheers to the spirit of this evening. Let's all sit back and enjoy the Innovation and Excellence Awards at ICEM and IGBS. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your lovely words.
It gives me immense pleasure to introduce to you all the chief guest for today's event. Mr. Tushar Desai leads the Global HR Shared Services function at FIS, supporting 65,000 plus employees worldwide. Sir has nearly 2 decades of experience covering different facets of human resource practices in areas ranging from talent acquisition, talent management to employee centricity.
In his current role, Sir is entrusted with the responsibility to fundamentally transform the HR delivery model by leveraging technology and analytics to help deliver value to all key stakeholders and enhance employee experience. Please put your hands together to welcome our chief guest for the day. I request you, sir, to please come on the stage.
If the occasion permits, I would like to quickly share a small gesture, which I could see since I'm standing on this side of the stage. When we were congratulating Tushar sir, his beautiful daughter, she was actually patting his back. So I think so that's the Indian culture. And we're really proud and happy to see your family with you on this occasion. Now may I request our chairperson ma'am and group director sir to felicitate our chief guest, Mr. Tushar Desai. Thank you, Maman sir. I request Kusha sir to please share your thoughts on today's occasion.
I cannot express in words my gratitude to Tarita ma'am and Chetan sir. As Chetan sir said, when I was a fairly junior HR professional, 2007, I first came to Indira and I was all starry-eyed looking at all the students here, and I was just in awe of the work that both these great leaders have actually put in towards the cause of education, towards the cause of really contributing to the industry in the right way. Right. One of the few thoughts on a lighter note is I was talking to my wife in the morning and I said, we've been working from home since last 2 years or something like that. First thing that I'll have to do today morning is to first search for my blazer and take out those shoes and all of it. On a lighter note, we were always in business casuals on a t-shirt and jeans on calls and all of it. But it feels so good to just be amongst people in person. Nothing can replace this energy. Nothing. No technology, no Zoom, no nothing. Right? Absolutely. And that's just a couple of words from my end as I move into this new role for shared services. And Chetan was asking me, what exactly is this? That's the future, right? India as a geography is seen as largely a cost arbitrage geography, right? Where you see a lot of outsourcing and insourcing coming to India as a geography, right? And the last year, significantly for most of the students here, is that you've seen this phenomenon of great resignation, right? You're seeing a churn in the industry. That's going to push the cost lines up towards the industry. And they're going to look at elements where they can really push back the cost advantage to the industry so that our industries, service industries, can keep on running on those dollars which are coming in, right? And automation is the key. And one of the things which is the theme of today, innovation, right? I don't know how many of you know FIS. FIS is the #1 banking technology organization in the world, right? Global.com, we move $9 trillion on a daily basis. 9 trillion, right? Absolutely. Even in India, any digital transaction that takes place goes through our switch, right? Switch is a software between a core banking system and the eventual digital transaction taking place. NPCI, National Payments Corporation of India, uses our switch. So any and every transaction that you do has a FIS imprint in it, right? Out of the top 50 banks in the world, 48 bank with us, right? Anything and everything that's got to do with financial technology, FIS is right there, right? As you call it conventionally, fintech. And we are the #1 in this sunrise industry. Just to let you know, we plow back approximately 10% of our divisible profits back into innovation every year. And that has kept us at the #1 spot since the last 2 decades or more, right? At least as far as I am here, I've been in this organization for 16 years. I've never seen us slip below the top 3, right? We've always been amongst the top 3. And that's because we have invested in innovation to avert a Kodak movement or a Nokia movement, right? So this is the theme that you all should actually embrace, as he rightly said. It's oxygen for organizations, right? So innovation is what you all should be really focusing on in your future careers. Once again, thank you for having me.
Thank you for wonderful words.
We are also honored to have the presence of the first Indian to finish raw race across the West, world's first IG rank, Ironman and Ultraman, triathlete, IPS Krishna Prakash Sir, Commissioner of Police, PCMC. It's indeed a great pleasure to have you with us, sir. Let's give a big round of applause as we request sir to come on this stage.
It's a privilege to have the person amongst us who has changed the face of passport services in Pune and adjoining 7 districts, making it highly efficient, people-centric, and being personally available for all the sections of the society. IPS Anand Shankar Takwale sir, Regional Passport Officer, Pune. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we welcome Anand sir on the stage.
Now, may I request our chairperson, ma'am, group director, sir, and chief guest to please felicitate our guest of honor, IPS Krishna Prakash, sir, and IPS Anand Shankar Takwale, sir, for today's event. Thank you all. I request Krishna Prakash, sir, to please share your thoughts on account of today's occasion.
Dr. Tarika Sankar, ma'am, the founder of Indira Group of Institute, Professor Chetan Vakar Prasad, Group Director, Indira Group of Institute, Sri Tushar Desai Saab, Global Head HR Shared Services, Anand Takawale Saab, Regional Passport Officer and IPS Officer, all the dignitaries of the days, all the dignitaries who are going to be felicitated today for their contribution, for their innovation and excellence. We all know that innovation is the practical implementation of ideas that result in the introduction of new goods or services or improvement in offering goods and services. Not only that, but innovation with excellence is added feather in the cap. Like Michael Jordan's basketball career is filled with excellence. Sergei Babuka's pole vault records, Picasso, Shakespeare's writings and paintings are par excellence. So you are going to get the Innovation and Excellence Award, and that's really great to hear. An idea can be turned into dust or magic. It depends upon the talent which rubs against it. There is always a chance that you may fail. when you try to innovate. But it would be apt to quote here that अब हवाएं ही करेंगी रोशनी का फैसला, जिस दिए में जान होगी वो दिया रह जाएगा। यह सलीका शर्त है, दुनिया में कुछ नहीं मुश्किल, हवा के रुख पे चिराग जलाओ चलते हैं। So you need to know what can be done and how it should be done. Of course, you may get the failures in the path, but I always believe that a trailblazer is not a person whose path is full of shining lamps of glory, but essentially a person who takes the people along, who encompasses others with sympathy, love, compassion, who wants to give other people also new arenas, new axioms. And that is what you all are doing. I must appreciate that. Albert Einstein has said, do one thing every day that scares you. So Vivekananda says, if no one is criticizing you, if you have no fear of failures, there is no obstacle in your path, it means you are going on a wrong path. So Vivekananda can aptly be quoted here again, that our countrymen should have nerves of steel, muscles of iron, and minds of thunderbolt. If we need to create inspirational history, we need to have an iron man. And that is why you can go for innovation, and that too with excellence. Creativity is a habit, and the best creativity is the result of good work and habits. And of course, you all must have inculcated the good habits. Sometimes we want to stick to the past glories, past achievements. But glory does not lie in never falling, but rising every time we fall. And also, success is a journey, it is not a destination. And that's why we need innovation. I must quote a Zen story over here. That once a Zen master was walking in the jungle. Jungle automatically creates a wisdom. So he was walking through a jungle along with his monk students. They were questioning him. They were asking their queries. Their quest for knowledge was increasing and increasing. And the Zen master was replying them very satisfactory. Suddenly, Zen master saw a beautiful young woman trying to cross a river. And the river has such a fast current that she was falling time and again. So Zen master took giant strides picked up the woman on his shoulder, crossed the river, he did not shoulder her and walked again. The other, the people, the students, the monks started asking question again. And he was again doing the same. He was satisfying his queries, their queries. After 2 hours, one of them who became taciturn, who stopped talking very angrily, questioned Zen Master that as to why you picked up that woman on your shoulder. Don't you think that you have done disservice to your monkship? You are an ascetic. How can you do so? Zen Master smiled and replied, my dear son, I offloaded that woman 2 hours ago. You are still carrying her in your mind. So here you need the innovation. You should not carry the past. You should think for the new. As I think that the Excellence Award is still to go, as I know now. So I should not be a wall between the award and myself. So I believe that I should stop here. But I must say that aste bhakashinasya urtishtati tishtata shete nipaddamanasya charatu charte kalishana bhavati sanjihanastu dvapara utishreta bhavati sampadati vaicharan astu charavati charavati. The meaning of this is our destiny is sitting or sleeping. When we are sleeping, when we are sitting, destiny is also sitting. When we are awake, we are ready to walk down, then our destiny is also ready to roar. And when we walk, when we take giant strides, then our destiny also takes giant strides. The Satyuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, and Kali Yuga is, of course, mythological philosophies that there was a period when there was Satyuga, there was Treta Yuga, there was Kali Yuga, and there is Kali Yuga, there was Dwapar. But here in this poem, in this Sanskrit shloka, it is clearly said that when we are sleeping, this place itself is a Kali Yuga. This time and this place itself is a Kali Yuga. When our thoughts, our beliefs, our confidence is sleeping, it is a Kali Yuga. This time and this place itself. When we are awake, the Dwapar Yuga is in this time and this place itself. When we are standing and ready to walk down, the Treta Yuga comes down. And when we take our giant stride, we run, we go ahead, we can bring the Satyuga and Swarnayuga on this earth. And that is what an innovation. requires that you should think out of box. You should take leapfrog. Why? Because we think that we have no such resources, we have no such facilities as that of the European countries or the Japan or the Germany or European country, the US. But as a matter of fact, you can take a leapfrog when resources are less. When resources are more, you are complacent. So you all are those people who believe in taking leapfrog, thinking out of box when the scarce resources are scanned. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspirational words.
Now may I request Anand sir, please. Now I request all the dignitaries to please stay back on the stage as we start with the first set of awards. It is time to acknowledge the contribution of industry stalwarts who interacted with our students of all departments in the afternoon session and briefed them about the practical applications of their domain technology. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we call upon the awardees on the stage. Dr. Sanjay Dhar, Zensar Technology.
Audience, keep on applauding.
All the awardees, please stay back on the stage so that we can capture a group photograph at the end of the felicitation.
On behalf of Adla Flag, we have Mr. Gaurav Pandit.
Mr. Sunil Raina from Valley Gauges.
We have Mr. Amit Chilka.
Mr. Manoj Pudvai from Alpha Level India Private Limited. HR fraternity has been instrumental in shaping careers of our students, and as an acknowledgement, we now start with the organizational awards. The first awardee is Skoda Volkswagen Private Limited, to be received by Mr. Amit Arora.
Global, we have Ms. Swati Nair.
Seco India Limited, we have Dr. Ujjwal Bhattacharya ji.
For co-sporters, we have Mr. Divesh Divakar.
From Bridgestone, we have Mr. Lalit Chaudhary. I think sir could not make it for today. Okay. Yeah.
On behalf of Data Medical Solutions Private Limited, we have Ms. Amruta Latske and Mr. Mahesh Bankar.
Data Excel to be received by Ms. Shilpi Mahar. Heartiest congratulations to all the awardees. Thank you all the dignitaries. Request you to pose for a group photograph. Request all awardees and dignitaries to please be seated.
technology has played a very important role in everybody's life since past few decades, especially in the field of education, sports, etc. But fields like art, music, dance have not stayed behind too. And to witness it, let's welcome the students from ICEM and IGBS to demonstrate the use of technology in acknowledging our country's sport icon through their dance performance. Please put your hands together to welcome this energetic group.
लेना जा एक राउंड मारो ना सेकंड राउंड मत मारो एक मैडम का अल्टर राउंड मारो ना लेकिन बाद में पब्लिक का वाइड में ले सकते दो तीन वाइड में नहीं ना अंडर दिखता थोड़ा फोकस
is an icon in India as flyweight bronze back in 2012. 6 times a world champion, the first Indian female to become a boxing world champion, the first Indian female to win Asian Games and an Olympic medal. Here we go, Mary Cobb, not too far away from the tender age of 40, still flying the flag for India, and there will be millions watching her progress here.
लगा के फोन बता दे सबको बच के रहियो बागड़ बिल्ली से चंडीगढ़ से या दिल्ली से तने चारों खाने चित कर दे
These legends is going out right
इंडियन नेशनल स्टेट जिस स्टेट के नाम ना सुनाई देते ना दिखाई देते, सिर्फ एक मुल्क का नाम सुनाई देता है। करिए कुछ करिए, नस नस मेरी खोले, हर कुछ करिए, कुछ करिए, बस बस बड़ा बोले, अब कुछ करिए। ओ कोई तो चल सिद्ध पड़िए, तुम बेतरिए या करिए, हर कोई तो चल सिद्ध पड़िए, तुम बेतरिए या करिए। संजीव सिंह अटैकिंग हॉकी खेल को, और ये संजीव का पास, और ये रघुवीर का पास।
लेने वाला है। भारत ने ग्रेट ब्रिटेन को हराया है। एस्ट्रो टर्फ वाली हॉकी में ओलंपिक्स में खेलते हुए पहली बार हराया है। मुबारक टीम इंडिया और मुबारक भारत।
Thank you. It was indeed a vibrant performance.
Akanksha, are you good at cracking jokes or making people laugh?
No, it's a difficult task for me.
Same here. But audience, you need not worry. We are not going to try anything on you because we have got a performer who is good at this job.
He's somewhat overweight, absolutely funny, but completely married up. He's the closest thing to Santa Claus Maharashtra has to offer. As he sells chocolates for his living, he's been rumored to have gobbled the entire crate of chocolates for his living. But this poor Santa has been barred from wearing red by his wife.
He is not all soft though and can swear in 4 different Indian languages. The most interesting thing, this Santa is an engineer, an MBA by qualification, and comedian by profession. Performed overseas in UAE and Qatar, have done more than 700 public shows and 200 corporate shows in the last 5 years. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we call upon the entertainer, Mandar Bhide. Request all photographers and audience not to capture or shoot any part of this stand-up comedy to avoid breach of copyright issues.
यार किती जणांना मराठी कळतं इकडे आवाज होऊ द्या. किती
celebrations to please come on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome Mr. Baba Sahib Zadhavra, Trustee, IGI, and Sulbatai Bhote, Sarpanch Parandwadi. Thank you all. I request all the dignitaries to please stay back on the stage. As we proceed with the second set of awards, I may request our Principal Sir, Dr. Sunil Ingole, Dr. Virendra Tadke, Director, IGPS, to please join our dignitaries on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the second set of awards, and the awardees are, on behalf of SAS, we have Mr. Supreet Kakru. I request all the awardees to kindly stay back on the stage for a group photograph after felicitations.
Jet Global, we have Miss Nilima Goderao and team.
Zorian to be received by Mr. Akash Gaikwad.
From Veritas Limited, we have Mr. Josefa Wapra and Mr. Niranjan Kale.
Mind 6 Software Labs to be received by Ms. Sucheta Ukidwe.
Cyber Security India to be received by Mr. Nikhil Mahadeshwar.
Baltic Smart Systems Private Limited, we have Mr. Ranveer Singh Bhatia.
On behalf of Vascon, we have Ms. Ratika Kariyappa.
API team to be received by Ms. Vispi Karkaria and Ms. Priya Chavan.
Intellistrict to be received by Mr. Amit Chilka.
On behalf of Coriolis Technologies, we have Ms. Prajakta Diwan.
Heartiest congratulations to all the awardees. Thank you all dignitaries. Request you all to pose for a beautiful group photograph. Request give a big round of applause for this beautiful group photograph. I request all the awardees and dignitaries to be seated as we progress in the next session.
Now I request our Group Director, Professor Chetan Rakalkar, to please join the dignitaries on the stage. Let us now proceed towards the third set of awards. And the awardees are from Neosoft Technology, we have Mr. Aditya More. I request all the awardees to kindly stay back on the stage for a group photograph after felicitation.
Neil Analytics to be received by Mr. Azhar Sheikh.
From Procera Analytics Private Limited, we have Mr. Rituraj Singh.
Repose Energy to be received by Ms. Savita Lohan.
On behalf of MK Pharmaceuticals, we have Mr. Vinay Shukla.
Icon Limited to be received by Mr. Amit Ranwade.
Bajaj Allianz General Insurance Company Limited to be received by Mr. Aniket Pradhan.
We also have Persistent as an awardee, but due to business exigencies, they could not join us today. Heartiest congratulations to all the awardees. Thank you all the dignitaries. Request you all to pose for a beautiful group photograph. Request all the awardees to be seated and the dignitaries, please stay back on the stage as we proceed with the next set of awards. Alumni are great role models for current students and are often well placed to offer practical support to students as they start their careers. Today, we have few alumni amongst us who have built a strong foundation in different industrial sectors and have made our institution proud. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we call upon our alumni. Mr. Rahul Dev Shetwar, he is MCA pass out batch 2013 and currently working with Cognizant Tech Solution, Pune as technical head.
Mr. Nilesh Kumar Shivsagar, he is MBA, pass out batch 2013 from ICEM. He is an IAS officer and currently working as collector and district magistrate in Chhattisgarh. In his absence, we request his close relative to kindly receive the award.
Our next awardee is Mr. Shashank Kasliwal. He is a mechanical engineer, pass out batch 2011 and currently working as assistant manager in KSB Limited and has completed his masters from Lombard University, England.
2011 and currently deputed as Major in Indian Army and posted in Assam. Due to official commitments, could not be present for today's award ceremony.
Our next awardee is Bhumika Bharadwaj. She is an MBA pass out batch 2014 from IGBS. She is currently associated with Accenture as Specialist Leadership Hiring.
Mr. Swapnil Patil, he is a civil engineer, pass out batch 2017 and currently works as site engineer in IH Private Limited and has secured the first rank in MPSC 2019 MES exams and final posting.
Heartiest congratulations to all the awardees. Thank you all dignitaries. Request you all to pose for a memorable photograph. Request for a group photograph. Request all dignitaries to please be seated.
The spirit of any program simply looks to the kind of music being played. Music is just not for ears, but you will realize it when your feet start to dance on these catchy beats. Lambada is a band with an approach towards music that's boundless, infinite, and beyond fixed genres. Presently, one of the most versatile bands in India. Integration of diverse performers, styles, and sounds is the true essence of their music.
With 2,000 performances to their credit, Lambada, the Manoj Pandya Collective, has been nominated at GEMA 2012 and 2016, winning Idea Rocks India in 2009-10. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for an enthralling performance by the band Lambada. As the band will take few minutes to set their instruments, in the meantime, I want students to watch few bites by our corporate leaders who have visited our campus today.
From Data Medical Solutions Private Limited. I head talent acquisition in Data Medical. So we are long-term partner with Indira College, especially for hiring freshers. So this is our consecutive second year. Tremendous, very nice, especially with the Indira students. That is very good. And here at part of from corporate, I'm part of and it's great for the corporate and campus collaboration and it happy to be here. It's really proud to be associated with Indira Group. It's been a long association and I'm really feeling very great to see this campus. All the best to Indira. And yes, our association will continue forward. I would really like to congratulate Indira
that will invite all the HR fraternity from organizations. I'm looking forward for this event and the rest of it.
Good evening, Indira. Well, that's the kind of noise that I've been waiting for a very long time. Are you guys charged up for what's going to happen right now? That didn't really sound like you guys are really charged up. Come on, one more time. Absolutely awesome.
What do you think, Rana? The voice is more from this side, right?
Yeah, this side is a little more. That's really awesome. My name is Rana and I'm here with Lambada tonight. Lambada is a band that actually comes from this very city of Pune, and it's been around for 25 years. Can you believe it? 2,500 shows, and it is a pleasure for us to be here tonight for such an amazing and rocking crowd. Indira, I think tonight is going to be a night that we're going to remember for the rest of our lives, all right? So without much ado, I think Reshma is here on stage. We'll begin the proceedings. Is that okay?
Good evening, everyone. So I think this is our first gig, a college gig after 2 years. So we're really looking forward. So एक भजन से चालू कर दे, चलेगा? चलेगा? ऐसा भजन को नहीं बोलने का।
So आप लोग सब जहाँ हो वही बैठे रहने वाले हो कि कुछ और भी
ये बाजू ही आवाज कर रही है।
रेशमा, I That's Mahesh Bhai on drums. He doesn't like to start the show unless he really gets that kind of noise that you guys started with. So,
if it's clipping the guitar level from you, just let me know. I'll put it down for you.
And you can cut the reverb here, a little bit for the vocals. It's coming on there. Yes. So you're gonna guess the song, huh? I'll just let me see which side. This or this. Everybody!
My version is wrong. Awful. This one. Completely awful.
All right, this is one of the most rocking songs to come out of Bollywood in some time. Any idea what it is? Let's see. Everyone, mic out. Check. On this one. On the bottom.
Okay, this song is on request. तो अभी तो भजन कर ले यार. चलो भजन पे नाच के दिखाओ.
मुझे ऑलरेडी चॉइस दिख रहे हैं हाथों में लोगों के.
चलो. On request.
All right.
What are we saying, Rana? Just say. Thank you. Okay, we have a request for this song. I was backstage and I got a request.
And no rock show is complete without actual rock music, right? So this one goes out to all the fans of Bryan Adams. Do we have any of his fans here now? All right, here we go.
So let's headbang, okay, for this song.
This is just my life. know you say it's waiting when you got a job to do. Spend my life down as a train. Just the right way to go. Standing out in my life. You told me that you were away. Away, nobody. When you really was not. Don't try the rest is out of my life. Oh yeah. Back in the summer of '69.
Trust me, we have been to a lot of different places, venues, colleges, you name it, we have done it. We are yet to see a crowd that equals this. So, thank you.
So one song for all the ladies, and it's a beautiful rock and roll number. And I want all the ladies, especially all the ladies, to cover the floor. Will you? I'll start the song. who likes to go on a drive in Lamborghini? So let's take a ride in Lamborghini. Alright. Okay, we have the coming up. The song is on request. So I call Vinal. louder, 2 minutes. Cheers. Yes, guys, 2 minutes. Some technical issue. 1 minute of fun.
Next request is what?
Next request is once more.
Once more? Actually, it will not be a bad idea to have us here at least once a month, right? What do you think?
Everybody come on!
तेरी मैं साजा कराता हूँ रोशना बाबा अखियाँ बिच गम दिया बरसाता हूँ तारे गिर याद तेरी मैं साजा कराता हूँ रोशना बाबा अखियाँ बिच गम दिया बरसाता हूँ बाबा तेरी क्या बाता एक बन में बाबा तेरी क्या बाता रोक बाबा किया बिच गम दिया बरसाता रोक दिया बिच गम दिया बरसाता इश्क तेरा तड़पाए इश्क तेरा तड़पाए इश्क तेरा तड़पाए मेरे प्यार मेरे जज्बाता समझ ना पाई क्यों तू मेरे प्यार मेरे जज्बाता रोक ना बाबा अखियाँ बिच गम दिया बरसाता रोक ना बाबा अखियाँ बिच गम दिया बरसाता हो इश्क तेरा तड़पावे इश्क तेरा तड़पावे इश्क तेरा तड़पावे अखियाँ बिच गम दिया बरसाता रोक ना बाबा अखियाँ बिच गम दिया बरसाता इश्क तेरा इश्क तेरा तड़पावे इश्क तेरा अखियाँ बिच गम दिया सारे गिरिया तेरी मैं सजा कराता रोक बाबा अखियाँ बिच गम दिया इश्क तेरा
अच्छा आफ्टर दिस सॉन्ग एक रिक्वेस्ट है उसके बाद
So we have specifically we have permission issues. So can I request all the students to come here? We will be having something nice, something rocking, and you will like it. Everyone. खाली stage के नीचे रुको, लेकिन यहाँ पे आओ, so that we feel the energy. Come on, guys! Everybody, come on!
I want all of you guys right next to the stage.
So that we can have a selfie also with the band. Indira Institute.
The performance will stop if you guys come on stage. So
Yes.
please get down to the stage, everybody. We don't want anybody coming up on stage. Please. Please stay down on the stage, everybody.
Guys, please.
We will stop the performance. I want you guys to do something. On the count of three, I want you to put your hands together right on top of your heads. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 4.
Recording stopped. Recording in progress. Recording stopped.